Hi, I'm Ramin.
And I'm Dan.
All right, there you go. And we're two blokes and a mic. So yeah, Dan's, he doesn't even try anymore. So today's episode is actually about
Customer service.
Yes, thank you very much for interrupting me.
You're right.
Customer service, and why it's so important now. It's always been important, right, Dan?
Yes.
I mean, you and I have built our entire reputations on customer service and taking care of people. But why is it so important now in this day and age, given what's going on in the world?
Yeah.
Right. And, the short and simple answer to that is the only way people know anything about you now is how well you respond via your Zoom calls, via your phone calls, and via your text messages and emails. If you respond and you take care of people, your reputation will grow. How quickly you respond and follow up will be the determining factor about whether or not you grow or not grow during this time. Thoughts?
You're spot on. We live and die by customer service. And
yeah.
I say this all the time, but we really don't want to be considered a vendor. We want to be considered a partner. And
yes. And that really should be something everybody should strive to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. You don't ever want to be a one-off with your customers.
Right.
That's a really bad idea.
It's easy for somebody to swap to somebody else.
Yes.
Maybe somebody's ever so slightly cheaper. Maybe somebody has a special deal. They're going to charge you less for 6 months, and then whatever. The point is that if you are a partner rather than a vendor,
correct, then
your clients appreciate you far more than just the service you provide. They also consider you a trusted source that you can help give advice. It's not just the service. And it's your stickiness in terms of your clients is much higher. So, go the extra distance, answer the phone on the weekend, respond to clients when they need it. And there has to be a balance. And, as long as you are a partner and as long as you have that relationship with your clients, they will understand that, look, if I'm calling you on a weekend, it's because I'm in trouble. I need help. And
you're the one I want helping me.
Right.
And that's the thing. It's you have built that reputation with that client that they can rely on you in times like this, right? Yeah. And it really is important how critical it is. I don't care how good your product or service is. And, it could be $20 worth of product, or it could be 300,000, buying a Bentley. If I can't get a hold of a human being when I want one, the product is worthless. You provide no value, in which case, then I go price shopping.
Yeah. Right? And that has been, unfortunately, a trend that I haven't really enjoyed over the last few years, where you have companies, especially startups, that think the whole idea of customer service means setting up a forum of your existing customers, and that they will help each other out, and you don't need to get involved.
As long as we don't have to participate, right?
Right.
That is.
I'll set up a customer forum. Great idea. I don't have to do anything.
I actually had the CEO of a new startup come and visit my office 10 years ago now, and he sat and he said, so you follow up on all your clients? I'm like, yeah. He goes, well, what happens when they grow to a large number? I'm like, you follow up harder. It's got to matter to you. And I said, I don't know what else to tell you there, buddy. Because he was thinking that after a certain size, he could just be the disconnected CEO sitting in his office with his feet up on the desk, and that things would just magically happen. That company never got off the ground, by the way.
Right.
The reality is that in this day, and that was always the case before, and that's why companies like Yelp got so big, because people were frustrated with the fact that they couldn't get service, and so they told each other about people that did a good job. right?
Yeah.
Now it's not about, can you show up at my house, whatever. You need to be able to respond. How you respond electronically, digitally, now is unbelievably important to your long-term success. How well your website looks, how well you update your social media. You need to be present. If you are not, you are going to spiral the drain and go down it.
So one of the things that we try to do is to make sure that not only our clients are taken care of, but we also will periodically sit down with them and talk to them about any issues that they've been having and see if we can fix things along the way. But also, really, if you can make your clients happy, if you can make them even ecstatic about the service that you provide, it will not only make them happy and loyal customers, but they will actively go out and tell their friends and the people that they know and they like that, hey, look, you guys need to go with these people because they provide stellar service and you're not going to find anything better.
And here's the thing that I think a lot of people who are in most organizations against building a support organization inside the company, is that they're looking for somewhat immediate returns. Very often you'll take care of somebody today and the feedback or the give back to you won't happen for 2 years. You just have to just keep planting those seeds. You just have to keep taking care of people, and it will eventually begin to grow to a size and a critical mass, at which point it begins to feed you regularly.
Are you saying that if you build it, they will come?
Wow. That's very cinematic of you. Yes. I mean, fundamentally, yes. I mean, if you got to take care of people, it's got to matter. Your well-being of your clients has to be first and foremost in everything you do on a day-to-day basis from a business perspective. If that's not important to you, I'm sorry, I'm going to put it this way: go get a job.
Right.
Don't waste your time running a business. That's not what you want to do, clearly.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to be blunt about that, but the reality is, if you don't care, it shows in everything you do.
Tell me about your incident on the bridge, briefly. Briefly.
Yeah, this is the catalyst for this conversation.
Right.
So, coming back from late night at a client site in Alameda, I neglected to look down at my gas gauge and ran out of gas just past the toll booth coming west on the San Mateo Bridge. Pulled over, called the ever so famous roadside assistance company that everybody knows about, that is 3 letters. And they had gone to, and this is what I'm saying, why customer service has to matter. Management there had decided that it is far better to have an automated system answer your calls when you're in trouble by the roadside than a human being. So a system called Ursa, yes, they named it after a bear, answers the phone, asks you for name, rank, and serial number, effectively, and says, are you safe? And you have a choice of yes or no, not, well, depends on, you can't have a conversation with it. It's a yes or no. I mean, it's gathering information. That's all it's doing. It doesn't really care about you. And then it said to me, tow truck will be there within 45 minutes. And I thought, I bet not. Because it seemed to just not be aware of where I was, and nothing about it gave me the warm fuzzies, right? That someone knew what was happening to me and gave a damn. So I called back the main line and I repeatedly hit 0 until the phone system got tired of me and dropped me into an actual call queue with a human being. The woman who answered was irritated that I had, I think, disturbed her evening nap or something. I was just irritated by just being on the phone. And I said, so I'm on the San Mateo Bridge, so is it really 45 minutes before somebody comes out here and gives me some gas? She goes, oh, we can't service you on the bridge. That's Caltrans. I said, well, why didn't the automated system tell me that? She goes, well, it's not human. That was her only response. It's not human.
Dumbass.
I was like, seriously? That's your response? And she says, she goes, here, I'll transfer you to Caltrans. Here's their phone number in case you get dropped. And transfers me without any further discussion. And I get put into this sort of forever loop, right? And I had the phone number, so I hung up and I called the Caltrans number directly. I pressed 1 for roadsides, for basically for help. And the lady who answered said, where are you? I said, just past the toll bridge. I'm pulled over on the right-hand side and I am out of gas. She said, do not get out of your car. I will have someone there in 5 minutes. This many. The person actually showed up in like 4.
Wow.
and he knocks on my window and he goes, I'm gonna put gas in your tank and then you can go. So, thank you very much. And literally I was like 6-7 minutes later, I was heading home.
Wow.
And I called the lady at Caltrans back and I said, thank you for giving a damn, for taking the time to make sure I was safe. And I'm a pretty hardy guy. I've traveled the world, etc. But if I had been a single mom with 2 kids or whatever by the roadside, are you serious? You're going to have an automated system try and help them? It's just, it's that whole thing of, oh, this support stuff just is so much work. Yes. You're in the support business.
Right.
I don't care what you do for a living, whether you're a dentist, doctor, financial planner, mechanic, in every business in the world forever and ever, amen, you're in the support business.
Right.
You are in no other business. If you don't want to do that, get a job.
Get good or get out.
Yeah, either do it or just get out. You're not helping anybody. You're wasting people's time. And if you can't, if customer care is not part of your organization's whole construction, you need to either look at it or shut the doors. Especially now, people are feeling unsettled. People are feeling disconnected from the world. And for someone to say, don't worry, I got you, is huge. I don't know how else to say that.
Yeah.
It's monstrously huge. Right? If you're going to slough me off onto some AI piece of crap, sorry, they're never going to get AI to sound like a human, because an AI phone system doesn't understand empathy.
Never say never.
I'm willing to put $100 on it. I'm literally willing to put $100 on it. You're never going to get AI to be empathetic.
Right.
Because that's a human thing. That's an emotional thing. You can't code emotion. Go ahead, try. That's my challenge to you out there, all you AI people. Try.
Okay.
It's not going to work. You need a human being answering the phone. You need a human being responding to emails. You need a human being responding to text messages. Period. End of story. I don't know why that's so difficult for people. But yes, that's what will determine, after this period of time between now and the end of 2021, those who thrive will be the ones who did customer service well. Those who do not thrive will be the ones who did not do customer service well.
I heard a statistic that something like 40% of the top 100 companies were formed during a downturn, during a recession or a depression.
Yeah.
So that goes to show you that there is tremendous opportunity in these times, as well as, a lot of disruption. But if you keep at it, if you excel at what you do, if you take care of your clients, if you make them feel good, you're in a good position.
This is why Steve Jobs was so successful. Is his whole thing was, how does the customer feel when they do X? Right? how well you feel, what you are left with after you interact with our people is going to be the image with which you will judge us going forward.
Yeah.
That's it. It's pretty straightforward. Nothing. You don't need to go to Harvard Law School or business school for this.
Mm-hmm.
This is basic human stuff. Take care of people, they use you. Don't take care of people, they don't use you.
Right.
Pretty straightforward, right? So anyway, that to me is the crux of it all. If you you need to take care of people, you need to make sure people answer the phone, text messages, emails on a regular basis. You need to be available to your clients, and your clients' well-being needs to really, 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 really matter to you. And you need to make sure that your website is easy to access, and from your website you are easily contactable. That your social media situation is ready to rock and roll at all times, and then you need to drive like hell. Now's the time. This is opportunity time. This is the time for you to make hay.
Amen, brother.
Amen. Amen. I'm sorry. And that's all I've got on this one.
That's great.
Yeah.
And thank you very much. This has been a nice, short, sweet, semi-short.
We got it in less than 20 minutes.
Yeah. That's a new record.
I'm stunned. All right, man.
So, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Takeaway is make sure you've got your customer service down, and always look to improve.
Always look to improve. How can you do it better? That should be the thing that wakes you up every morning.
Yeah.
How can I do this better?
Thank you very much. 2 thumbs up.
Cheerio. Have a great weekend. Or we're coming up on Labor Day weekend, so have a great 3-day weekend.
Stay cool if you're in the Bay Area. It's going to be very hot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Eat lots of good food. Drink well.
In moderation.
In moderation. And since nobody's driving, it doesn't matter about that anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
So anyway, that's it. Have a great one. Talk to you soon. Bye now.
Bye-bye.